Evie here and welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, welcome. I hope you decide to stick around and subscribe. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about the journey of the GYMSHARK brand. So how they started, the products that they started with versus how they and where they are now. So if you're interested in the journey of GYMSHARK, just make sure you keep on watching. Let's get into it. So GYMSHARK, the journey, how they started versus where they are now. We are in the year 2012. And that was the year that GYMSHARK was born. This baby right here. Ben Francis was a pizza delivery guy with a vision, and that vision was GYMSHARK. And by creating this phenomenon of a brand, has put Ben Francis as one of the world's youngest billionaires. Yes, that was billionaire with a B. Ben actually had a dream of being a pro soccer player, but unfortunately, he wasn't good enough to make it pro. But Francis still had a passion for fitness. Fun fact, Ben Francis actually created 4 apps for the iPhone, with 2 of them being fitness apps. At 18, Ben Francis took a chance on college while also working as the pizza delivery guy. But the same as soccer, he felt like this wasn't his path that he was meant to be following. So what he did instead, he called up his mate Lewis Morgan, ring, to come and help him build the empire that it is today, which is GYMSHARK. But it didn't actually start off with selling activewear that we see today. It actually started as a third-party seller for supplements. So how this worked is you went onto the GYMSHARK website, you saw a supplement that you liked. Let's just say you wanted some pre-workout from Naked Harvest. I click on that, but it actually takes me to the Naked Harvest website. So it's not a GYMSHARK supplement that I'm buying. I'm using their site as a third-party seller. So this way, they were able to make some commission by driving people to that first-party site. So I hope that made a little bit of sense. I would actually love to see some supplements from GYMSHARK because they are really big in the fitness industry. Like, I just see so many influencers wearing them. I go to the gym and I see this logo so much. It would be really cool to see some pre-workout from them, especially maybe some protein powders, but they are primarily known for the activewear, so who knows what the future could hold. But, you know, Ben Francis, if you're watching this, some supplements would be really cool. But unfortunately, this business venture didn't last too long with selling supplements as a third-party retailer. So Ben and Lewis moved on to their next project. That next project was starting to sell proper activewear pieces, which is really exciting to be able to see what they started with. Like, it's actually crazy, not gonna lie. Some of the items were questionable, but sometimes you got to start small to grow big. It's crazy to think that GYMSHARK started with just Ben Francis and Lewis Morgan and a few friends just sewing pieces together by hand in their garages. Back in 2020, Ben Francis mentioned to Forbes that he felt like there was a gap in the market at the time for clothing that was really, you know, to show off the gains. And being able to find that gap in the market has obviously paid off really, really well. It is now 2013 and Ben decided to rent a booth at Body Powder, which is Europe's biggest bodybuilding expo. And this is where we see the Luxe tracksuit from GYMSHARK. This was a massive hit as the pieces that they had at the expo sold out very, very quickly. The Luxe tracksuit was also the first pieces that were manufactured. So they weren't hand sewn, they were actually produced like in a factory. After the expo, we saw a huge rise in traffic on the GYMSHARK website. Pieces were selling out within 30 minutes and Ben actually had to shut the site down. That way he was able to ensure that he had enough stock for the orders that were already placed. Next step on the agenda was to start handing out free products to weightlifting influencers, which at the time, there wasn't really much exposure to influencing at the time. It isn't what we see today. To put into perspective, Instagram was launched in 2010. As I mentioned, influencer marketing just really wasn't that big back then, but it has now become one of GYMSHARK's core pillar in marketing. Don't quote me on this, I'm just going to put it out there, but I do believe that GYMSHARK was one of the first activewear brands that brought out athletes. You are probably familiar with the Gymshark athletes. So they are basically just influencers who are sent products to talk about them, and Gymshark pays them a commission if you shop through their links, and they also partner with them to make sales videos and other stuff. So they're basically Gymshark influencers, but they put the word athlete there instead, just to make it a bit more, you know, activewear based with using the word athlete. This has definitely worked because my obsession with Gymshark started with seeing Whitney Simmons back in 2016 talking about the Gymshark Black Friday sale. I can still vividly remember what that site looked like in 2016. It was something, but you know, they have definitely built it to be very, very, you know, nice and curated, being with all the tabs and everything. But I still remember what I picked up, and I really wish I just kept those leggings as like a little memorabilia thing. But also, I'm not a very sentimental person. But I did pick up 2 flex leggings. There was a pink one with like a pink band, and then the green version with the green band. Speaking of the flex leggings, in 2014 is when the flex leggings released on the Gymshark website. So they were the first women's leggings that we saw from the brand. Launching a women's legging and a women's section was definitely a great move for Gymshark, because I feel like majority of their revenue does come from female consumers. Just to put it into perspective, 84% of content creators are females. So you're going to want to put your money into that community that's going to boost it to the female audience, because that's who it's going to cater to. So by doing that was a really, really great step. As I mentioned, 2014 was when we first saw the flex leggings. They had the very thick waistband that said Gymshark all the way around. There wasn't really much compression, and they were more of a mid-rise legging. In 2019, we saw a shift in the design, and that's when we saw just the Gymshark logo just on the back instead of all around. They were more high-waisted, more compressive, and just had more details. And it was definitely a popular legging at the time. 2016 rolls around, and this is where we see Gymshark's first ever collaboration with one of the female athletes, and this was with Nikki Blacketta. That collection sold out really, really quickly as well. The collection was curated with sports bras, leggings, and shorts, but it just had the Nikki twist to them to make it personal to her and her style. This was very successful the first time round, where they actually decided to do a second round with Nikki. Since then, we have seen other athlete collaborations with David Lade, Steve Cook, KK Fit, and one of my favorites being Whitney Simmons, and she came out with a whopping 5 collections. I have done videos showcasing all 5 collections being compared, as well as some of the collections being individually talked about. I will link those videos down below if you are interested in that. And while I am filming this, it has also just been announced that Whitney Simmons is going to be the creative director of the Adapt line, which is very exciting because the Adapt line is one of my favorites, and it is one of the most popular lines in the female section. So it's really exciting to bring in someone who speaks to the community a lot. That way she's able to gather the feedback and put it in to the products to make it better each time that it releases. Earlier this year, so the year is now 2024, we start to see a sprinkle of smaller collaborations. And I'm saying smaller because they picked a few of the athletes. So for example, Annalise Cruz and Libby Christensen, and they came out with a signature collection. So this signature collection wasn't brand new products. So for example, with KK Fit and Whitney Simmons, it was brand new products that Gymshark has never stocked or styled before. These signature collections are pieces that the athletes love, and they just made minor adjustments to already existing products and came out with a different colorway for them. I will grab the Libby Christensen one because that's the one I have, just so you can see the visual of it, of what I'm talking about. I picked up 2 pieces from Libby's signature collection. So I picked up the sports bra. So this is the V-neck sports bra. This is an already existing product from Gymshark, but this is a colorway that doesn't exist. It's like a beautiful lilac color. It is, if I was a color, this is the color I would be. Everything is exactly the same, like style-wise. So there's the same V-neck sports bra as we already know it, but this is where the minor twists come. So she added her, I guess, saying, which is a bad day is still a luxury, on the band. And then she also popped in her, I guess, signature logo, which is the sun behind the moon, which also represents a bad day is still a luxury. These are the body fit shorts. They are very similar to the Legacy shorts. There is no compression in the waistband. It is a very lightweight short. So the only difference that we see is, again, we have the logo on the thigh area, a bad day is still a luxury. And the reason she put it there is because that's where her tattoo is on her leg. So it kind of gives that personal touch of like you have her tattoo on you. And then again, the sun behind the moon. So already existing products, just added minor adjustments to them. The year is now 2018. So we went from 2016 from seeing the first ever collaborations with athletes, which worked very, very well. And we are now moving to 2018, where they decided to do a tour around the world called We Lift This City. Yes, there was one in Sydney. Yes, I did miss out because I wasn't too invested in the brand on social media like I am today. They have had quite a few events in the past couple of years, but have solely been in the US and the UK. 2018 was also the year that Ben Francis was named in Forbes 30 Under 30s Europe list. That is one hell of a title to have. And since 2018, we have seen Gymshark sales zoom up, up, and up with a 62% growth. Fast forward 1 year, in August 2019, we see the Gymshark Lifting Club. This is just a very nice gym for Gymshark's employees and athletes to be able to go and train in and create content. In 2020, Gymshark hit $214 million in revenue, and that is a really huge figure to have behind a brand that I feel like really hit the market in around 2016. That's kind of where we started to see this brand more and more and skyrocket more and more. In 2022, we saw the first ever official flagship store, which is located in London. So this is the only store that they have, and Australia. Sorry, just had a bit of a cough. Some stores, you know, in other parts of the world would be really, really lovely to see. They are such a big brand with such big figures, and having like official stores, I feel like will drive their revenue even more because it would make people try on products. And when you try on the product, I feel like you are more inclined to buy it. Whereas when you're going online, it's very, you know, hit and miss. You don't know what you're gonna like. But the great thing about Gymshark is that they do have free returns and exchanges, which just makes it a little bit easier to shop with the brand. It is now 2024. Gymshark has evolved so much. We have so many pieces to choose from. We went from string singlets and vests and luxe tracksuits to now being seeing pieces short sleeve, long sleeve, compressive, tight, loose. We have like loungewear pieces, we have jackets, we have crops. Any type of activewear products that you can think of, Gymshark stocks. You will definitely be able to find something on their site, and they also have accessories. They have bags, keychains, socks. Some of my favorite products that I own are from Gymshark, and this is a brand that really started my obsession with activewear. And just thinking about the first two flex pieces I ever bought to having a bit too big of a collection, it's just really great to see. Just one last fun fact. If you weren't aware, Gymshark actually have a training app, and at the start of every single year, they have a challenge called Gymshark 66. And so from their website, they say it takes 66 days to form a habit, and the purpose is to develop healthy habits, keep you accountable, and to build confidence. We have now made it to the end of the video. In 2012 is when we first saw this little shark logo, and it is now such a staple. No, it's not. Well, we have made it to the end of the video. So we started off in 2012. fast forward through 12 years and we're able to see how Gymshark started, the journey, who the founder was, to what it is today. And just going through the photos has definitely, you know, perked up some memories of the first ever time that I saw Gymshark and what their products were. So yeah, it's been really lovely to go through this journey with a brand that is such a staple in my life. So if you love Gymshark, let me know in the comments down below what your favorite item is from them. I would love to know that. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up, leave a comment down below, and don't forget to subscribe. That now brings me to the end of the journey of Gymshark. It started in 2012. We have fast forward through 12 years. We're now at 2024, and it has been a walk down memory lane being able to see how this shark logo came about. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure you give me a thumbs up, leave a comment down below, and let me know your favorite item from Gymshark, and don't forget to subscribe. I will also leave my TikTok and Instagram handles here if you are interested in following me along on those platforms. I hope you guys are having an amazing day wherever you are, and just remember that one bad day isn't a setback and tomorrow can always be better. Bye!